Hey guys, this is Becca. Welcome back to my channel. I'm a homeschool mom. I have 3 sons. I'm sitting in the schoolroom today because I am going to show you guys some of the boys' favorite chapter books that they have read. They're currently in 4th and 6th grade. So these books actually kind of span from the time both of them were in the 2nd grade until this year, Isaiah's 6th grade year. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time telling what each book is about because there's a lot of them. I don't want this to be like a 15 or 20 minute video. So I'm just going to quickly show you what both of their favorite chapter books have been over the last 4 or 5 years. Let's get started. This first one I don't think is a surprise to most boy moms, but this is the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, and Isaiah absolutely loved this series. He could not devour the books quick enough. The Rick Riordan series of books doesn't just include the Percy Jackson books, but I have my notes right here because I have to say them in order because Isaiah was particular about that. So there's the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, and then there's the Kane Chronicles, Heroes of Olympus, Magnus Chase, and Trials of Apollo. And again, he could not devour these quick enough. He absolutely loved them. So that is an entire series of favorite books for him. And Elijah just started The Lightning Thief. He's halfway through right now, and he wants to read the entire series of Rick Riordan as well, not just Percy Jackson. So that is one suggestion, one love of the boys right now, and forever probably. It really gave Isaiah his love for all things mythology. And that kind of panned out really well for us because he got interested in Percy Jackson. I think it was our 2nd year of homeschooling, and we were learning about the Greeks anyway. And so I just let him read this entire series. I feel like these are great living books, not just great books for boys, but great living books as well. He learned so much about mythology. So, first one, Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. The second is the entire series of the Indian in the Cupboard books. I never knew that there was more than one book to Indian in the Cupboard. So Isaiah read that, and then we realized halfway through, because he was asking about if there was other books because he loved it so much, and there is. So there's Indian in the Cupboard, which is the first book, and then there's The Secret of the Indian, The Return of the Indian, The Mystery of the Cupboard, and The Key to the Indian. And Isaiah really, really loved the entire series as well. So that is something else. Indian in the Cupboard and the series that goes with Indian in the Cupboard. Then the next book, actually these next 2 are books that the boys are currently reading for American history right now. They're living books, and they wanted me to include these 2 in this list and this stack of books because they absolutely loved these 2 books. The first one is The Courage of Sarah Noble, and we love this author anyway. She's amazing. We have several books from her, and Elijah just really loved this. So, The Courage of Sarah Noble. On the timeline right now, we're moving from like the 1600s to the mid 1800s, so this fits in our American history curriculum this year. The Courage of Sarah Noble. And then Isaiah's is The Sign of the Beaver. Again, he wanted me to include this in the stack because to date, he said this is one of his favorite living books that he's read. Sign of the Beaver. And the author is Elizabeth George Spear. I actually found that she, I saw 2 other books of hers on Amazon. The Bronze Bow, and I can't remember the other one. The Witch of something. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm excited for Isaiah to read those as well because I think he is going to really enjoy this author since he loves this book so much. So, okay, moving right along. Roald Dahl is loved in our house, and there's a couple of books. Isaiah loved the BFG. Both of them are absolutely in love with Fantastic Mr. Fox. This has been both of one of their like top 3 to 5 books that they've read. So Roald Dahl, Fantastic Mr. Fox, the BFG. They have read a couple more Roald Dahl, like James and the Giant Peach and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but these two are their top two Roald Dahl. Yes. Okay. So moving right along, another one that Isaiah is reading right now. He's currently reading, and again, wanted me to include it. It's not for history. It's actually just for like his silent reading time during our homeschool day. And typically they read for about an hour. They can read whatever they want after school, but we have like an hour allotted during our school day for them to read silently. And he loves all things King Arthur and Camelot and Merlin. So this is his current read right now. It's by Roger Lancelin Green, King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. Okay, next is another living history book that Elijah loved this year. He finished this a few weeks ago, I think a few weeks before our Christmas break. It's called A Lion to Guard Us, and it's by Clyde Robert Bulla, and Elijah likes this author. Okay, another one that Isaiah, this was actually a read from last year. He claimed at first he didn't like it, but then confessed to me that it's one of his favorites that he's read for history and homeschool. And this is Adam of the Road by Elizabeth Janet Gray. He really loved this book. And several other boy moms that I've talked to say the same thing about their sons. They love it. It's on their favorites list for sure. So Adam of the Road by Elizabeth Janet Gray. Great book. This is another one of Elijah's favorite living books from history last year. It's another Clyde Robert Bulla book. This is The Sword and the Tree. This was from last year when we learned about the Renaissance and Reformation. So again, Clyde Robert Bulla seems to be a favorite author here in the house, so maybe check him out. Again, this was from history last year for Elijah. And then the Nate the Great series. Elijah was a little bit of a struggling reader in kindergarten and first grade. And so I found the Nate the Great series, and he loves all things mystery and cute little guys like this. And so we started with the first one, and then over the course of his entire second grade year and some of into his third grade year, we ended up buying every single Nate the Great book there is. And there is a lot of them, but it really gave him confidence in his reading. So the print is a little bit bigger. I would say the age range is probably 6 to 8 anyway. But the stories in them are so cute. And then there's some stuff that you can do in the back, detective type stuff. So these are really cute. So Nate the Great series for young readers, kindergarten, first, second grade. These are great. I think these books give the reader confidence, and I love that. So Nate the Great series. Okay, another favorite of Isaiah's has been The Borrowers by Mary Norton. We tried to watch the movie, and Isaiah was like, I can't do this. The book is so much better. I don't want to like taint my mind with the movie. Next is 2 books that Elijah has read. Loved them. The author is Millie Howard. And this is The Treasure of Pelican Cove and The Mystery of Pelican Cove. These are such cute books. I think boy and girl can love all of these books, but I think little boys just love these kind of adventures with a little boy that's kind of somewhat around the same age, and these have been a big hit. Another book that's not in this stack, but that Isaiah really, really loved, but it's another Millie Howard book called On Yonder Mountain, and that is such a cute story. So these Millie Howard books right here. Okay, next is a series that Elijah read last year, and that is the Boxcar Children. This is 1 through 4, and he said book one was by far his favorite book. Another favorite on our list of books for boys, Boxcar Children. Okay, I have 2 more here. This is another living book that Isaiah read for history last year, and it's The Vikings by Elizabeth Janeway. Story of Leif Erikson. Great book. And then the last one on the list today is one that Isaiah read this year. Again, he wasn't so sure because the book looks really old, but it's Treasure Island. And he loved it. He actually got a little emotional in the book as well. You do that when the writing is so good. You can't help just to be sucked into the story and the characters, and that is another reason why I'm so big on a literature-based education, because the boys learn so much about character and honor and integrity and just people and life in general in really well-written literature. And Robert Louis Stevenson is just one of our favorites. So I wish I could show you guys our entire library, all the bookshelves around the house, but like I said, that would be a really long video. We did our best to narrow it down, even though it was painful to not show all the favorite books. But I thought, you know what, this is enough for now. I'll do another video maybe on some of our favorite picture books, some of Jude's favorite books, and I think I could probably do half a dozen videos on just books in general. What are some of your favorite books that your boys have read? I'm always really interested to know, since we have boys. I would love for you to leave those in the comments section for me. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope some of you saw some books in here that you guys haven't read yet and you get excited that your son might like one of these. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any more video suggestions for me, I would love for you to leave those in the comments as well. Oh, if you have visited here frequently and you like my videos, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. And also, you can find me on Instagram at all lowercase Becca Glass _ Becca's Journal. I post a lot of our homeschooling day. I post a lot of our farmhousey kind of stuff around the house and home decor. And give this video a thumbs up for me if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.